Right, so I think we're done placing everything. I've just got to add my chair and bits, but they haven't arrived yet. But I'm going to walk you through my theory with how I organised everything, because it's not... I don't actually own as many books physically as I thought I did, which I guess is a good thing, but also because I ran out of space, or I have a lack of books to fill the space, but that's good because then as my physical collection keeps growing, I'm gonna have the space on these bookshelves without having to buy more, which is quite useful. But we're done. Got a little bit of a display going up here just because I thought it was cute, and that's kind of my like feminist movement, and then Bridget Jones because we all love Bridget Jones. And then here I've got my small selection of classics, so I'm a big Jane Austen fan. So I've got a couple of different versions of Pride and Prejudice, I've got some Emily Bronte's, some Charlotte Bronte, and then Louisa May Alcott with For Little Women. And then I've got my historical romances, kind of. So I've got the Duke and I, the Julia Quinn selection, which I haven't finished getting all of these. I've got to literally get the last two. And then I do also believe there's a prequel series, so I want to get those as well, and we'll add them in here. And then I've got my Philippa Gregory's. I seem to be missing some, and I don't know where they've gone, so they're going to be added in here, because I do have the whole White Queen, Red Queen series, and I have a load of others, but I just don't know where they are right now, so I've got to go find those. And then below me here I've got a couple of my Artemis Fowl books, because I have some beautiful hardbacks that have been signed by Owen Colfer himself, because I was the biggest Artemis Fowl like obsessive when I was a kid. I think we went to like a meet and greet Q&A with him when I was that, God, when was this released? Because it was however old I was when this was released. 12. And I ended up accidentally getting this book a day early because the bookstore that I bought it from had put the display out, not a day early, a week early, because they put the display out the Saturday before it was supposed to be out, and I literally went in, bought one, and then my dad mentioned, oh, we thought it was out next week, and they like put everything back, but I had bought the copy, and me being me, I was so excited to tell Owen Colfer. He wrote this little message in my book. It says, to Ella, first book in the world. And honestly, he is one of my favourite authors, if for nothing more than how he treated a little 12-year-old fan. But also I love the Artemis Fowl series. So they have Pride of Place. Yet again, not 100% sure where the rest of my Artemis Fowl are, which is annoying because they're all signed. I think they're in storage, so I need to go through my storage and try and find them. My next couple of shelves here are just my YA. I decided to sort of lump all my YA together because 99% of it is fantasy, and I don't have enough non-fantasy to sort of separate them yet, but as my collection grows that might change. And then I've sort of got non-fiction / miscellaneous down the bottom. I've literally got some like books about the deep ocean, some puppy training books, one of my favourite and my only self-help book, which is Happy by Fern Cotton, some like fitness books, and got a load of horse books down the bottom. Your girl's a nerd. And I didn't know where else to put them, so they just live right at the bottom of the bookcase for now. Now on to my left-hand side. I had to get Stevie the plant in. I've got my Raven Kennedy collection here. I do eventually really want to get all of them in the hardback whites just because they're so beautiful. So at the moment they're just displayed like this. And I got this, which was a charity shop find. I bought it for £1, and it is the Complete Tolkien Companion, which for a nerd like me is fabulous, but it's definitely a display copy. It's so beautiful. But then on this next shelf I've got my little bit of adult fiction, just all whatevers, and then my adult fantasy. I really don't have that much, and I'm really shocked by that because I read a lot of fantasy. I think I've got a lot on my Kindle. I know I've got at least like 10-15 books on my Kindle, so I guess that's where some of them have gone. And then these 3 here, I just didn't really know where to put, so they're just living here because they look nice. Obviously, Sarah J Maas has her own shelf. She will probably have 2, because she's got so many books coming out that I need to display somewhere. So that's going to add stuff. Maybe I'll add shelves just to show her books. And then down here, I begin to run out of things to put. So obviously, zoom it in so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So obviously here I've got my Serpent and Dove series. I just thought they're beautiful covers and I thought they'd be really nice to display, so they've been popped out, and they are a trilogy and I love displaying a trilogy. It looks so nice. And then underneath, I've literally just got From Blood and Ash on this shelf, and that's because I've ordered a lot of the next few, like, in person, and I am slowly collecting this series in paperback, so that's going to kind of become pretty much probably a shelf to that, because she's got so many books and I want to go through all her books, so it's probably going to end up being a Jennifer Armentrout shelf, if we're honest. And then below it, which I'll show you in just a sec, is just more stuff that I don't really know where to put. I've put like my sewing books, and bits like that there with my patterns and things. And then underneath it I put all like my vocal scores and stuff, where all my sheet music lives and everything, so that just lives there. I'm honestly so excited. It already looks so nice. I mean, look at this behind me. It's a nice background for my booktube videos. It's a nice sort of pop of colour for my living room, because it's all very neutral in my living room, so this is a really beautiful pop of colour, and I'm so excited to get these last little bits. Hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow so I can show you guys that. But it's here, like, I don't know, I feel like a booktuber, you know? But I have always wanted to do something like this, and I've just never had the space or the financial ability to do so. And I've sort of saved up quite a lot to buy these things. I've done a lot of DIY myself, instead of buying the slightly more expensive bookcases that maybe I might have originally wanted. But that's fine, and I think it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. It's so close to being